Hi, I'm Lee Watts with Tandem Light Press, and I am here with one of our fabulous authors, DeQuasia Whitaker. So thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
And I'm so excited to talk about your book. And I know you actually have another book too, but we'll talk about that at the very end. Today, we're primarily here to talk about Brandon's song for healthy teeth, and so excited to hear about just how this book was born. But even before we get into that, just tell me a little bit about you and your family and what's going on in your life, so we just have some context on the birth of this book.
Awesome. Okay. So I am a wife. Actually, today is my anniversary. I've been
Oh,
married to my husband, Brandon, for 7 years, and we have two beautiful, spontaneous, and very rambunctious boys. One is named Brandon. We call him Deuce affectionately. And then I also have, he's 4, and then I have a 1 year old named Elisha. And
wonderful.
they keep me busy because I am also a stay-at-home mom. And it's been a whirlwind, but I'm very blessed by the experience because I get to homeschool my 4 year old. And the plan is to homeschool Elisha as well. So when I am not being an author, I'm a wife, I'm a mom, I'm a homeschooler. And I love working with kids. I used to be a middle school teacher and a social worker, so I've had the experience working with everyone else's kids,
Mm.
from as young as 3 all the way up to 18. So this is a breath of fresh air in a sense, because now I get to just hone in and focus on my own little ones and be able to write about lots of different stories that I feel that are important to raising kids and having whole families.
So a couple of things I want to unpack from there. One is just your love for writing. So you have a blog already, which is a great
Yes.
thing. So when authors are preparing to release a book, it's always great to have sample writing so people know that you are a writer, and you definitely are. Can you share the name of your blog?
Yes, it is called the Hershey Mommy Chronicles,
Okay.
and um, it's I write this blog for all moms of color because when I first became a mom, I was looking and there wasn't a lot of Christian mom blogs out there that were very transparent about the mom experience, and I wanted to provide that because I felt like there was some little bits of tidbits that friends and some of my elders that were in my circle did not tell me about being a mom, and I just wanted that transparency for my audience and for other moms, new moms, experienced moms to have.
Right. That's awesome. And then for you were a middle school teacher and a social worker.
Yes.
So what did you like about being a middle school teacher? Actually, obviously you liked it because you decided to do it at home as well.
Yeah.
You
So
love teaching.
when I was doing social work, I worked with a lot of high school kids. But when I started doing teaching, it was middle school, and so I wanted to kind of branch out and try something new. And they are so impressionable at that age
Mm.
that they want to please you, and they want to also kind of figure things out on their own as well. And so what I loved about that age was just that they really love the relationship aspect, and you're kind of like an extension of their family if you really build those great relationships with them. And I was a reading teacher, so my love for reading was able to be fostered in the classroom, and I was able to introduce books to kids who hated reading, or even just improving their reading skills by doing different kind of techniques like that.
Right. So this book falls in line, honestly, with just your whole career.
Yeah.
Like believing in children reading and your love for reading. So let's talk about, because your book is not geared toward middle schoolers.
Right.
Hopefully they all know how to brush their teeth. So Brandon's song for healthy teeth. So tell me specifically how this specific book came about.
So I wrote this book when my son was about 1.5, and He loves brushing his teeth at 1.5. And like I had a
Okay.
couple friends who had babies who like hated it. And I'm like, no, me and Deuce, we have a great time. We're singing in the mirror. Um, and, you know, he's brushing and he's asking to brush. He's one of his first, you know, words was like, he was kind of saying, trying to say, brush your teeth. And I was just singing this song. And I
Mm,
was like, wait, this is great. Like, I posted a video one day on my social media of him brushing his teeth and everybody loved it. And I was like, okay, this is something that, you know, others can have as an experience with their kids as well. And so from there, I decided to write a book.
wow, great.
Brush your teeth, Brandon's Song for Healthy Teeth.
Right, right, right. And so this is great because you are helping parents in so many ways with the obvious, helping their young ones learn how to brush their teeth. Oops, sorry about that, their teeth. But also, as we discussed previously, it's also a great reminder that children have different ways of learning, right?
Yes.
And
Yes.
and Deuce Brandon is clearly he must be very an auditory learner.
Yes,
Would you
huge
say?
auditory learner. He
Yeah.
walks around making up songs, singing all the time. And I caught on to that very early on, which is how the song came about for the book.
Right. So, so I would imagine that that is just part of just something that you're looking to encourage. And do you have any other books inside of you that are going to come out and kind of still play on that whole parents exploring their children's learning styles?
Yes, 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 yes. So, like I said, with my son, he's more of an auditory learner, and so he's always creating these different songs. And whereas you know, there's other kids who are kinesthetic learners, or they're more hands-on and physical. And so, I have this book. You know, it's you know tangible, but I have the audio version that's coming out very soon, where parents can literally just play it before their kids brush their teeth, while their kids are brushing their teeth, and they can listen to it. And that's just, you know, fostering that love of music, but also understanding that maybe your kid is, you know, they're too young, or they don't want to read, or they haven't, you know, fostered that love of reading, but they love to listen. And you know, we're in an age right now where Audible is the thing, and people are listening and reading books on Audibles all the time. So I cannot wait to offer that version as well to families.
That's great. That's awesome. And what about your youngest son? What have you are you able to tell at
Elisha, oh
all
my goodness.
what type of
So
learner?
Elisha has, Deuce now is 4, and so he's reading the book to Elisha. And Elisha has started talking, which is very scary. At 1,
Mhm.
he's almost 15 months, but he, before he even said anything else, before after Mama and Dada, he was singing the brush your teeth song,
Oh my
brush your teeth,
gosh,
brush your
that's
teeth, and I'm like,
awesome.
wait, what? Humming the melody and getting really excited at nighttime, like he's asking for his toothbrush and they're dancing. And I
Yeah.
was like, yes, this proves that this is not just a Deuce thing. This is not a Brandon thing. This is a all kids thing. They
Yes.
all love music. They all love dancing, and they all can love brushing their teeth.
All right. Great. I love that. So, yeah, the audio portion of this is going to be really helpful so we can know the tune and can sing along.
Yes.
So it's clear, I believe, that the impact that you want this book to have on parents. Obviously, it will help. I remember with
Yes.
my two youngest, it was difficult, you know, teaching them to brush their teeth. So this is another option for parents. But I also think this will be really helpful for the dental professional community, right?
Yes, most definitely. Most definitely. I am currently reaching out to dentists all over, and, you know, offering this as not only a book that they can give out to their clients as they're leaving. I know a fond memory of mine growing up, going to the dentist, is that when I got my teeth cleaned, I also got to take home a book. And I
Oh,
think this would be a great book to
yes.
give their
Yeah.
clients,
Yep.
but also to be able to play the song while they're brushing and doing dental cleanings and that for the kids, because it just constantly reminds them the importance of brushing their teeth.
Yes. I love that. That is awesome. And going back to being an auditory learner, you also have a podcast, correct?
Yes.
Now, I know that doesn't have anything to do with Brandon's song for healthy teeth, but tell us a little bit about your podcast as well.
So my podcast is just a little more in tune and honing in on what I write about on my blog. And this is just those opportunities to give those mommy takeaways on, what parenting is like, being a stay-at-home mom, being a mom of color, raising brown, Black boys in America today. I'm just offering a very transparent, faith walking experience with all my listeners to encourage them and inspire them to be their best and continuing to parent with grace. That's what I always tell myself, just parent with grace. Give yourself grace, give your kids grace. And I share that in my experiences.
That's wonderful, wonderful. So how can people find you, reach you with the blog, with the podcast, and definitely with the book? And then also, I think you Deuce wrote a book, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So my podcast is The Mommy Chronicles. You can find that on any platform that you love to listen to. And then the blog is HersheyMommyChronicles.com. And then my handle on Instagram and Twitter is QueenQ_Rights. That's where I'm at. You can find me there. Also, my son Deuce, who when he's 3, every toddler hates going to sleep, and we are currently in this in just trying difficult time with him on getting him to go to sleep on time.
Mm-hmm.
But once he's there, he's out. But he is very smart, so he likes to, wait, let me tell you a story. And he's been telling me stories. All last summer, he was telling me stories. And one week, he had cooped up this very elaborate story about a scary dinosaur and a stinky skunk.
Oh.
And we were kind of like popcorning. He would tell me something, and then he'll ask me to add something. And then he'd tell me something, and he'd ask me to add something. And I was like, wait, let me write this down. And so we wrote it down, and now he has his own book, and it's called The Scary Dinosaur and the Stinky Skunk.
Oh,
and it's a fable on accepting differences and making new friends.
Wonderful.
Again, teaching just those skills of not only functional skills, but social skills with kids at a young age on how, we can be great citizens in our families and in our communities.
Right. Excellent. I love that. I love that. Well, thank you so much. Before we go, what do you see coming up for you? This is a new year. Any thoughts about any special groups that you're putting together for mommies, or another book? Tell us what we can.
Yeah, definitely. So I am in the works with creating more functional and social skill books this year. I'm really inspired. That's my passion, is just providing those fun, creative pieces of literature for families to be able to teach their kids social and functional skills. So you'll definitely see more of that. The Scary Dinosaur and Stinky Skunk is a series, so that'll be coming out this year. I also am in a new city, so I'm aspiring to get a group of moms together, moms of color who are also homeschooling, and kind of foster a healthy community that inspires kids to have healthy environments where they're learning, and moms to be able to have support and encouragement throughout that process, whether you're homeschooling or whether you're a single mom or a married mom. Just having that community within this new city that I'm in. So those are a few things.
That's not a few things. That's a lot. But that's great. And we can't wait to hear the audiobook of Brandon's song for healthy teeth.
Yes.
And I definitely want to encourage, again, I think there's a space for the dental community, hygienists and doctors, to really take advantage of this. So
yes.
Thank you for just that idea. And I wish I had it when my kids, 17 years ago, when my kids were little. But thank you so much. And I really enjoyed our time together.
Awesome. Thank you for having me.